Hey guys, MA Fish Guy here. I know it's been quite a while since the last video, but uh, just had some life things pop up unfortunately. Had my father-in-law, he was diagnosed with ALS, so it was a lot of caring for him and caring for their household and things like that. He ended up passing after a few months, unfortunately. So just kind of been reeling from that, just kind of coasting through things and dealing with all that. So I have been maintaining the fish room, and I've been able to finally sit down and really come up with something that I want to work towards with the guppies. So yeah, let's jump into it. So right here is just a coloring of one of the guppies that I want to work on. I'm gonna look at naming this either a lightning storm, thunderstorm, or Thor's guppy. Due to the Viking theme, I love my Viking stuff, so but not quite sure. So this is what it looks like on paper. And this is what it looks like in real life. And once I get the tanks all clean and things like that, then I'll be working on it. But that one on the left is really the one I've been working with to kind of see what just comes about it. The other one had a little bit of that white lightning bolt, but that's kind of faded or kind of worked down its tail. So letting these guys age a little bit, and then I will be placing some virgin females in with them. Then the next project is going to be the speartails. These guys finally had babies, and the babies are roughly about 2 to 3 weeks old. But the reason with the speartails is they're not a widely available guppy in the US. They are available, but they're hard to find. I know I got these guys from Georgia. I was really nervous because after examining them and looking at them, they had almost like an extension off their gonopodium, and that can interfere with breeding with the females. So I got 4 boys, 2 of them had that extension and 2 did not. So I will show you what I did with the other 2 that did not. So I have 2 boys in with this entire tank of Delta Fancy females. These guys are all virgin females that I got, and I'm hoping that they're pregnant and not just fat with eggs that aren't fertile. So we will kind of see what comes about this, because this is kind of my idea of hopefully just getting the genetics going as well as having the babies. So if I have some that carry the gene, and then I have some actually that are like pure, that are the mother and the father of both speartails, then it'll give me a little bit bigger of a genetic pool to pick from. So yeah, as of right now, I'm really trying to narrow it down to the 2, just because that way it's a little bit easier to keep track of the fish tanks and who's in what and where, as well as I have 1 more project, so I do have 3 that I'm working on, but this one's not really a project, it's just a quality of one of the guppies that I got off of a local breeder at one of the fish shows, and I really like it. So let me see if I can show you guys, because the base of their tail is enormous. It's probably twice as thick as what I've seen in other guppies. I really need to clean this glass, but yeah, as you can see, that's one of the females. There was another one that ended up giving birth to these guys in here, and she was so thick she looked like a platy, and you can see. And these aren't any red bicolors, they're just ones I just threw in this tank. But as you can see, just a thick the base of the tail is. So I'm really hoping some of these babies come about that. So I've got a little bit more some TLC down here in the fish room. So gotta clean some glass. I've got to really figure out who I want to put in like the 120, the 60 gallon, all that kind of stuff, and really kind of hone in on those 3 projects and see how to divide them. So I still have the jelly, or not the jelly beans, the polar blues, the convicts, the balloon bodied version of them. I ended up losing the female. I don't know why. She was doing really well. She was getting ready to lay eggs again with babies in there, and then she just died. So I'm kind of back at square one again with that. But here are the babies that were from the first batch, and there's the dad with the second batch. So what I'm really hoping to do is find a female white that's in here and see if I can get some calicos going or some sort of form of that. So I just got to let these guys grow out a little bit more, and that way I can kind of hopefully pick from, I think, the 5 or 6 in here, and hopefully get one female. So I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to continue tidying up the fish room and kind of go through. I have 8 containers of babies up there, so I'll be putting them in fish tanks to observe them a little bit more, see who can continue with the breeding project and go from there. I'm also gearing up. The reason why I have so many babies going is I have 4 or 5 auctions coming up from September until the end of November. So I will be doing, I think, 4 auctions at least. I think there's a 5th one coming up too that I might be able to make it to. But the more stuff I can sell, the more stuff I can buy, or even just kind of save up a little bit of money for the fish room, because heating season is coming up. So heating a fish room is not cheap. So I'll be looking to gain some more money to continue the insulation of the fish room in here to kind of hold more of that heat in. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave it down below. Thanks for watching.